Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
You were charged with driving while intoxicated. You were facing up to a year in jail and/or a $4,000 fine because of the high blow. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 1 day that you've done. You need to understand that you're entering into a very important agreement today where this DWI will go on your.
This moment right here is huge. The judge is laying down what most people don't realize. A DWI stays permanently on your record. No expungement, no sealing, no second chances. And the judge isn't just scolding. He's warning her that any future traffic stop is going to come with extra suspicion. What do you think? Fair warning or too harsh? Let me know in the comments.
It's going to be there for the rest of your life. This is serious business because if you ever get pulled over again and you have some kind of funky smell, whether it's alcohol, whether it's dope, anything, it's probably not going to go well for you because they're going to look that you have a prior DWI. And do you understand?
Yes.
So I would never, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, get into a car because you're begging for trouble. We all make mistakes, but when you continue to make mistakes that you endanger other people's lives, the sentences get longer. You know, the costs go skyrocketing. You understand?
Yes, I do.
So there is a $6,000 surcharge that would tack on because this is a 0.15. I'm going to waive it for you today. If you come back with another DWI, get ready because it gets a whole lot worse. Not only that, from now on, it's a minimum of 90 days in jail. You pick up another one. Do you understand?
Yes.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, this will go on your record. You can never take it off. Is this what you want to do?
I understand.
Okay, how do you plead to the offense, man? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. Send it you to 3. Is it true or untrue that you had a 0.15 or above?
It's probably true.
Okay, true enhancement. Okay, I'll send it you 3 days in jail, credit for the 1 day that you've done. I'm going to suspend your license for 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license. I'm going to waive your supervisory fee, but be careful. You come back on another one, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. Do you understand? For $50, an Uber, take you wherever you want to go. $50.
That's what I'm doing now.
Good. Good luck to you.
Yeah, and I do have a question. There is something weird with her license. We're unable to get a status of her license.
Yes, absolutely.
I think state did just a few minutes ago too, and they couldn't do anything.
So
I don't know. Gaskin is the last name. I don't know. You know, that's something you may just have to call DPS to figure out. You have your license number, correct?
yes.
This is the number, Deputy Brand, that's the number to the driver's license division of DPS. Call them right when the phone line's open at 7 and you'll get through. Don't try at 7:20, 1 o'clock, you'll never get through because they're so busy. But if you call right at 7 o'clock in the morning, you'll be able to speak to someone and they can tell you what the problem is.
Judge, even our it won't populate, it won't return to anything. I'm not sure.
There's something's wrong. I don't know. I mean, we only get access to be able to put a number in and it'll spit out information as to the status of the license, why it is. I don't know. Maybe it's got to be an incorrect number or something. Maybe
It doesn't populate with a number, which is odd. It's just a symbol, and then it says an error.
Because in the one in that letter, it was saying something about
The website could be down too.
do something.
Oh, yeah, maybe the website's down. I don't know.
Or something.
I would call them. The best thing to do is just call them, then you can hear it straight from them. You know, that's what I would do.
All right, and I do have one more question here, and I'm sorry. If we find that her license was previously suspended for 90 days, would you be willing to give her credit for that 90-day suspension?
Yes, but you have to give them the dates and everything.
Gotcha. Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
Approaching on Francisco Ochoa.
Okay, let's hear Mom.
He's on bond.
Page 24.
So, Judge, the court wanted Mr. Ochoa on docket today, because there was a new case that he was charged with. An assault that happened in the jail. He's currently on bond for tampering. There was allegedly an assault that happened at the jail. Yesterday I came into the court. Richard and I watched the jail video.
Okay, hold up. This is where things start getting messy. They're discussing a new assault case, but nobody is actually sure whether the defendant is in jail, out on the street, or somewhere in a courthouse. This happens more often than you think. Paperwork delays, system glitches, and miscommunication can create total chaos. But here's the critical legal point. The judge refuses to do any probable cause review until the defendant is physically present. That's actually a huge protection of due process.
Yeah, okay.
There's absolutely zero participation from Mr. Ochoa in the fight in the jail. It's all on video. Zero participation. He's clearly in the video sitting down. That's the state. You have to ask the state that one. I have no idea. So Richard's been communicating with the felony prosecutor. He hasn't got a response yet. Currently, there's a warrant out for Mr. Ochoa's arrest.
Well, not a warrant. He's being held at no bond on the assault now, right? He's back there, right?
No,
Where is he now?
there's a warrant out for his arrest. He's in the building right now.
Right. I'm not going to do anything until I know where he is and we have him, right? If he's out on the lam or just out and about, I'm not doing anything until he's here, you know? If you want me to address it and we do PC, I'm happy to do it, but not till he's here. I'm not going to, he's going to be here.
Because if he comes in,
I have he's in jail. I'm showing he's in jail for some reason.
so
Are you not? It shows jail.
I don't, in January, it's not.
Okay, so I'm happy to go through everything with you, but I'm not going to do it till he's here. You know, really. And if it is what it is, I mean, he's about as reasonable as he is.
I understand.
And if show him. Maybe he'll dismiss it
We
now.
just
I
watched
don't
it
know.
again today. We watched it twice. And
He doesn't want to dismiss him?
he wants to communicate with Richard.
Oh, he wants to talk to felony for some reason?
Right. But this is a misdemeanor case where,
Regardless, Mr. Haggard, I never do PC without the defendant being in here to do it, you know, and that just goes with everything. With every single case, I never do PC unless they're here.
Understood.
You know,
All right.
if you want me to do PC, I'm happy to do it, but they got to be here. And then we'll do it. And then I'm happy to watch any videos that you have as well. We'll watch it all together and we'll make a decision.
like I said.
I'm trying to be as reasonable as I can, you know?
All right, thank you.
All right, so good afternoon, Mr. Hodges. So your charge is failure to stop and give information. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you a 6-month deferred. This is a type of probation that if you complete successfully, you do not end up with a conviction on your record. But you cannot tell people it was dismissed. It does not get dismissed. You merely take a probation, complete it successfully, you don't end up with a conviction. Do you understand?
Sir.
You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine the accusers, the right to be arraigned, charge rights in open court. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this, there's no turning back.
This is the most misunderstood part of court cases. Deferred adjudication. It's not a dismissal. It's basically a prove yourself deal. Finish everything correctly and you avoid a conviction. But mess up once and the judge can drop the full sentence instantly. This kind of moment decides futures in courtrooms every single day. Would you take this deal or fight it? Comment below.
Sir, is this what you want to do? Yes, sir. Was there no restitution that was due in this? Hey, Blaze,
Yes, sir.
on Mr. Hodges, was there any restitution that was due? It's an FSGI. The agreement that I see so far is a 6-month deferred. No drugs, no alcohol, random testing, and 20 hours of community service.
There's no monetary damages, Your Honor.
No? Okay. Do you understand this?
Sir.
You get this done quick and there's no problems and you're nice to everybody, especially the probation officers, I'll take you off and half the time as a reward.
Yes, sir.
But if you pick up a new case, if you take off, if you do something to violate this agreement, I will issue a warrant for your arrest and you're looking at 180 days in jail. So you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? No. It's either guilty or it's not guilty.
Guilty.
All right. I'm not going to find you guilty now. I will withhold that for 6 months give you the opportunity to complete. And if you complete it, that's when you don't end up with conviction. If you violate this, though, we put you in jail, bring you out, we'll have a hearing. And if you violate it, like I said, you're looking at 180 days. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good luck to you. Thanks.
Would you like Mr. Ochoa to come up?
Huh?
Would you like Mr. Ochoa to come up?
Not yet. He's here, though, right?
Yes, sir.
So I mean, I've watched the video, Your Honor. From what I can see in the video, it appears he's sitting back, being honest with the court.
Just the whole time, there's not participating in the assault. Does he provide some kind of assistance, encouragement? Does he say, hey, go get him? Or
So the video,
is it a party type?
honestly, the video doesn't have any audio, so I don't know if he's encouraging them, but it does appear that he's just sitting back on a bench.
So how would they find probable cause?
Unless they did not do their due diligence and put the finger on the wrong guy. Simply, period. It's clear as,
Times, cops will say, hey, look, this guy's a party to it. He was there, and they don't get access to the video to see it. And maybe they just, when they're doing magistration, they don't go through the video to look.
I
right?
mean,
That
at the
comes
end of the
later
day,
on.
Judge, with all due respect, before you charge somebody with the criminal offense and putting their freedom at stake, they need to make sure that is who they say it is.
I agree with you.
There's a number of people that beat the brakes off of somebody in jail, and Mr. Ochoa had absolutely nothing to do with it, period. He's sitting on a bench from a distance.
But I'm not, you'll find no argument.
And now there's
No idea.
And now there's an open warrant for him, which definitely would affect this court's case as well as the felony.
Look, because sometimes they'll give me information on how someone found probable cause, right?
So, I mean, in the offense, there's an offense report saying that he was stomping and punching repeatedly the complaining witness. And it's clear as day, he didn't.
They got the names wrong. There was a Francisco Ochoa, there's a Francisco, so there's different Franciscos. Maybe they got it mixed up.
So the cause number is 255-9198. And I have the video queued up if the court would like to see the video.
He's corroborated. I trust Blaze, I trust you guys,
And I'm being transparent on it.
Yeah, that's. Oh, so this is a 2B.
Yeah.
After warrant.
Yeah, it's a 2B, so he's never even gone before magistrate.
Well, so
I just won't sign the 2B. I mean, God dog it, then we're gonna have that other problem, because it's always gonna show like a warrant.
So what if you can find the PC? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna find, I guess I'll sign it and say no PC on.
We generate the PC forms separately.
Okay, I'll do that. Blaze, I'm gonna find no PC if that's what it is.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
It's okay.
Okay, I'll reach out to felony before it's dismissed. I've looked at it, being candid here, me and Brad have talked about it. And I've reached out to felony, and I'll have an in-person conversation.
Do it sooner rather than later, because it's gonna show always warrant status until it, gets dismissed, right? I'll find no probable cause.
Not find probable cause. It would just be defendant discharge.
Is that right?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so that way, because I don't want them to get like pulled over and someone says, okay, so it'll show defendant discharged.
It's not dismissed at this
So,
time.
yeah, they have to dismiss it for it to really go away.
In order for the warrant, summons to generate, we'd have to take it to grand jury and get it done. I'm not saying we're doing that, I'm just saying that's how the warrant will generate.
So I'll find no PC.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Judge. Thanks, Rich.
Thanks.
Yeah,
So just have two people talking about
okay.
is, Mr. Neal. Yeah. So I was able to talk to his father finally, but he was at the hospital checking on his wife and he wanted to talk to me later. So I don't have an answer yet about, the home and everything, whether or not.
Roll to later this week and I can waive his appearance?
Sure.
Does he have a cell phone or no?
No, he doesn't have his cell phone's at the house and his ID and everything's at the house because they arrested him basically in his underwear. And so, but
She said that she's willing to put it outside the house, right? You want to schedule a time that he can come get it? Perhaps? You guys just coordinate a time?
sure, do that.
Just tell him not to knock on the door, try to have contact with her, just literally pick the stuff up and go.
Okay. Now
They've got in garbage bags ready for him, so just coordinate a time.
and so right now he didn't have anywhere to stay. He's staying at Star Hope and every day he has to take everything with him, when you leave there.
I know.
But he could go through, I guess, and pick out what he needs and then, go from there. I did talk with his sister and the family's trying to help him.
Stay with where's sister? Here?
Sorry?
Where's sister here?
She's lives in North Harris County.
But he stay with her?
No,
She won't let him stay?
yeah, she doesn't want to have him stay with her. Muskee Road, way out there, 290. It's kind of far.
You don't want him to stay?
No. But she's not over the house and all that. So, but the dad was, but he just couldn't talk to me. He was, I didn't have a number for him, so I kind of knew where the hospital was based on his description. So I tracked down the hospital and
Alienated. You have nowhere else to go. But,
yeah.
I mean, my fear is that if he goes back to the house, more bad stuff's going to happen. And that's what we're trying to prevent. You know what I mean? I mean, now, Harold, I'll do whatever you want to do if you want to
Sure.
set it a week, a day, or later this week, whatever.
Can we say like next Monday? That'll be good.
Whatever.
And in between now and then, I guess if,
Right. I mean, what I would say is if you could reach out to her, ask her what's a good day and time for him to come pick the stuff up so she knows that she's not there, right? Maybe at the time when someone else is there so that someone sees him getting it. So don't leave it just out by the front so someone else can take it. Maybe leave it in the backyard or, just be conscientious because we don't want someone else to take it, and then, or maybe she can be there and that way she leaves it out right before he comes. That way someone doesn't take it. I don't know. Harold, what do you think?
yeah, we're say Tuesday. I don't know, maybe if she could do, I guess we kind of need to know what day. Could you reach out to her now? You think she's available or
Yeah, I can reach out to her.
see what Wednesday or Thursday is a good day?
Yeah, do you know what time that would work?
You guys decide that off so that I don't want to get involved and I don't want to live stream everything that,
And then Judge, we also had Mr. Savage in the holdover. And he has an MAJ, in here on probation case. But while he was in drug treatment for the probation, he picked up another case. And then I think after he got out, the story I'm getting is after he got out of the probation.
Yes, so he
We
got
come back.
placed on probation back in 2022 for an assault. He completed a part of that probation. He was to go to SAT. And while he was there, he picked up a felony charge. They ended up putting him on probation. And then while he started going to aftercare, he tested positive for amphetamines, meth, and benzos, and then he just absconded from both our probation and the public's probation.
Okay.
So that's why it's been a couple of years, right?
Yeah, I guess it's time to let's be done with it, right?
Well, he was asking me, I don't want to speak for him. I can't remember if he told me he's clean now, but he was interested in trying to restart everything.
I mean, really,
Too far out.
you get on the assault with us. While you're on probation for assault, you pick up a felony. While you're on both probations, you start testing and then you abscond. I mean,
I think the felony was getting drugs while you're in the program. So, I mean, I think it's really a drug problem. It's not a,
yeah, unfortunately, we don't have as many tools as felony courts has to address, and I don't know what they'll do up there. Perhaps they'll put them back on there and keep them in treatment. I don't know, but
is it possible to, wow,
this thing's been going on for 2 years, you know?
how much did we complete of it? I didn't ask for that part of it.
My feeling is probably nothing because he's been in treatment for,
But just,
either in treatment or absconded.
Concluded, and he's behind his feet in the aftercare stuff. Participating.
so this is the kind of thing where we could terminate unsuccessfully, let him deal with the felony.
I mean, I'm willing to give him back time, but true to the, you know, I wouldn't want to unsat term him because that would, in effect, he wouldn't end up with the affirmative finding thing, you know, and so I'm willing to do the back time, but you'd have to, you know.
We're just not sure if that will affect his felony one. I guess it wouldn't, because it predates the felony. So it wouldn't, yeah. Okay.
If you want a couple days to do research and think about it, I'm okay with it too. You want
Sure.
to do that?
You do that?
Yeah.
Sure, if we can.
So set it for maybe next week, take a look. But I mean, Harold, really, are we going to put him back on when he hasn't done anything? He absconded, had dope while he's in treatment, and then he's still doing while he's out.
You sound like we didn't commit to it initially. You know, we weren't really struggling with it, with the addiction, maybe, and not committed.
I get it, but at some point we have to say when, and I think that's done. But I'm willing to give you time to look to see, and maybe getting contact with a felony lawyer to see, whether it would have any kind of impact or not.